I've taken care of that annoying fly. What's the situation over there?
Puzzling. I saw a man dressed like a ninja just now.
Ninja?
It's the only way to describe it. A kind of cyborg ninja, complete with a sword.
What?
Are you hiding something from me?
Olga, are you sure it wasn't an arsenal Tengu?
Don't be a fool. Think I wouldn't know the difference? I've never seen field gear like that ever.
All right, we'll intensify patrols. Anything else?
Actually, one more thing. You'll find it hard to believe, though. I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2. So you believe me this time?
I've seen someone use that box trick before. We'll lay a trap on the Shell 2 connecting bridge.
Over and out, then.
Freeze! You must be one of Dead Cell.
Of course not. What a thing to say.
Drop your gun!
Not a chance.
I saw a female soldier. Russian. Must be Olga Gerlukovich. How do you know? Unlike you, I've been briefed. She's not a Dead Cell? No. She commands a Russian private army. They must be the ones patrolling the big shell. That's right. She's led the group ever since her old man, Colonel Gerlukovich, died. Watch yourself with her. She's a tough one.
Donc, cette Olga a vu quelqu'un déguisé en espèce de ninja cyborg. Ça vous rappelle pas quelque chose, ça? Chose gaffe, je commence à manquer de munitions, moi, dans cette histoire. Mais bon, il faut ce qu'il faut, hein. Et voilà. Voilà la bombe.
Raiden here. The C4 reported on the roof of Strut E has been taken care of. Explosives were planted on the Harrier 2 stationed on the roof.
This is all wrong. This is something only an amateur would do.
What do you mean?
All the bombs that have been found so far don't appear to be in the right kind of locations. And the quantity of explosives isn't sufficient either.
Even Fat Man can make mistakes, right?
No, there's something else going on here. Get a move on with the disposal, Raiden. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Do you think it's a trap?
I don't know, but I'm gonna tell Pliskin to watch his back too. Just hurry.
Ouais. Ok. Pas de soucis. Yo! Y'a pas un item là dans le fond? Regarde. Et il y a effectivement un item. Qu'est-ce donc? Clé mort, des mines. Par contre, ce serait bien que je trouve un garde qui a des munitions sur lui. Ouais, on peut toujours rêver, hein. On peut toujours rêver. Yo. Ok. Strat E, Parcel Room 2. Ouais, je me casse vite fait d'ici, là. Avant que tout le monde se réveille. EF, Connecting Bridge. Quelqu'un qui veut parler avec moi? Pliskin, ça te dit de parler?
One more bomb defused. There was one I managed to find only because I took a good look in first-person view. You should try it too.
Je me mets très souvent à la première personne, merci. Merci Pliskin, merci.
Be careful. There are Claymore mines around there.
Who is this?
Stealth-equipped Claymore mines, invisible to the naked eye. Use the mine detector.
Identify yourself.
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? You mean from Shadow Moses?
Mr.X, then.
Mr.X now, is it? Why would it matter if I called you Deep Throat?
Never mind about that.
Why did you contact me?
Let's just say I'm one of your fans.
Colonel, someone calling himself Mr. X just contacted me. Do you know anything about it?
No. And whoever it wasn't a burst transmission. The transmission was sent from within the big shell.
He called himself Deep Throat at first. Do you think...
I caught that part too. But the possibility of it being true is none. Gray Fox was the one who used that alias in Shadow Moses, and he's dead.
Is it an enemy trap?
Could be. Exercise extreme caution.
Ouais. Ça commence à en faire des coïncidences avec Shadow Moses, hein. Donc on a ce ninja. Gray Fox. Ok, je vois les mines. Je vais ramasser. Ce ninja qui utilisait le même pseudonyme que Gray Fox. Donc. Bon, allez, continuons. Qu'est-ce qu'on a ici? Ah oui, donc on se retrouve dans la zone où j'ai récupéré mon M9 tout à l'heure. Oups. Il allait appeler la radio, ce con. Chier. Bon allez, qui ne tente rien à rien. C'était risqué, mais j'ai réussi à passer. Je voulais mon nœud. Hop. Voilà. Putain, il y avait un garde juste là, il devait être endormi en fait. J'ai vraiment eu de la chatte du coup. Ouais, une boîte en carton. Donc je vais aller récupérer quelque chose qui va être très utile, qui normalement est ici. C'est le silencieux pour le SOCOM. Normalement c'est ici. Voilà. C'est ça. Hop, j'ai plus qu'à l'installer. Ça va être pratique. Bon, va falloir attendre qu'ils fassent leur enquête avant de sortir.
The situation is normal. All clear.
C'est bon. Alors attention, la porte risque de s'ouvrir. Non, c'est bon, c'est pas ouverte. Y'a quoi là-dessous? Ah yes. Je commençais à manquer de munitions pour le M9. Fasse gaffe. L'autre, voilà, il se réveille brusquement et il se retourne. C'est un gros PD enculé le mec. Je vais équiper ça par contre.
Freeze.
Ok. Bon, attention. Pas de bêtises.
Freeze.
Ok, l'autre va peut-être descendre. Oui, il descend. Attention à tes fesses, Raiden.
Freeze.
Ah voilà. Ah, il y a des munitions là. Des munitions pour le SOCOM. peut toujours servir. Bon, normalement il reste debout que celui qui fait les rapports réguliers. Avec un peu de chance, j'aurais pas besoin d'y toucher. Hop, la bombe est ici. Oh merde, il m'a aperçu, du coup il va voir tout le monde. Shit. Bon, je vais appeler Steel. Normalement, Monsieur X. Ouais, je peux rien faire pour Monsieur X. Mr.X. Stillman.
This is Raiden. I just finished disposing of the C4 in strut F. Found explosives on B1.
You're taking too much time. You should work a little faster.
There's no time, Raiden. I've got my hands full here, so it doesn't look like I can help you. It's in your hands.
Well done. It looks like there are no more bombs in that strut. Now, head for the other struts.
Tu me demandes d'être plus rapide, mais... Comme si c'était si simple. Je suis déjà quand même vachement rapide, je trouve. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Jack, do you remember the day we met?
I'm kind of busy right now, Rose.
You're right, sorry.
I do remember. It was right after I transferred to New York. There were all these tourists around you, in front of the Federal Hall.
A group of middle-aged Japanese ladies came up and asked me which building it was that King Kong was climbing in the movie. I said it was probably the Chrysler building. And then you showed up and started mouthing off. You were like, no, it's the Empire State.
I said the Chrysler building was in Godzilla.
We started arguing, and I forgot all about the tourists. I was insisting that I was right, and you were doing the same. The next thing we knew, the Japanese women had gone away, and we ended up going to the Skyscraper Museum to see who had the better recall.
We argued all the way to Battery Park.
And for nothing.
Since the museum was closed, we went our separate ways from the museum. And then I found you again by coincidence out in the base corridor.
An amazing coincidence that we were actually working at the same place.
That night we went up to the top of the Empire State.
It was so beautiful. I could look down on the Chrysler building from 120 stories above ground.
I felt overwhelmed. I didn't care anymore who was right.
And that was our first date.
We watched King Kong in your apartment a bunch of times that night. Didn't sleep till morning. If it weren't for that coincidence, we wouldn't be together.
I know. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm taking up your time again.
What?
Take care.
Bon. Ok, continuons. Oh. Merde. C'est bizarre, hein? C'est strictement rien. Ah, c'était un meurtre gratuit. T'avais des munitions sur toi? Il n'y avait que dalle. Sac à merde. Et on voilà au point de départ. Bonjour. Au revoir. Je suis à fond niveau vie ou pas? Ouais. Colonel, ça va?
Raiden, Stillman is a top-notch explosives technician. Follow his orders and disarm the explosives.
Okay, but exactly who is Peter Stillman?
Gotcha. I'll look him up. Hold on a moment.
Ah.
Make doubly sure you stay out of the enemy sight. If the radar goes offline, the sensor is useless. The C4s will become invisible to you again.
Bon, Rose va sûrement me donner des informations sur Stillman plus tard. Il a rien remarqué, ce crétin. Pauvre merde. Faites Borel. Bon, je sais où est la bombe, c'est pas trop compliqué. Aïe. Voilà, faut passer dans ce labyrinthe de tuyaux. Je crois qu'il y a des items un peu cachés à droite à gauche aussi, il faudra que je vois essayer de les choper. Genre là, il me semble qu'il y a un truc. Non. Bon là déjà il y a quelque chose. Et du coup faut passer par là pour se rapprocher de la bombe, voilà, elle est là. Non bah il n'y a rien de plus en fait. Là il y a la boîte en carton de l'autre côté, il faudra que je la récupère, même si j'en ai déjà donc c'est pas trop utile techniquement. Mais...
This is Raiden. The C4 found in strut A has been frozen and disposed of. Explosives were planted in the pump room on the first floor.
Right. The roof of that strut is accessible. Check there as well.
D'accord, il en reste. Ouais. Ouais, c'est vrai que j'avais complètement zappé, c'est vrai que j'aurais dû le faire pour les premières, mais... On peut appeler Stillman à chaque fois qu'on désamorce une bombe, et ça déclenche un dialogue en plus qu'on n'a pas automatiquement, quoi. Donc j'essaierai de le faire. Ah ouais, la boîte en carton, faut l'atteindre par là. Je sais plus trop comment on peut passer par-dessus, là. Ouais. Bon. Je crois pas que ça sert à... Enfin, en fait, les boîtes en carton nous permettent d'accéder parfois à des zones plus rapidement en passant par le tapis roulant qu'il y avait dans la zone là, où il y a les tapis roulants. Mais bon, je me sers jamais de ça, perso. Mais bon, on peut savoir quand même qu'il y a la possibilité de gagner du temps. Ici, il y a des mines, je crois. Non? De l'autre côté, alors. Peut-être. Les petits cons. Viens voir.
Freeze!
Bonne mort. Enfin, bonne nuit. Parce que je suis gentil, moi, je tue pas les gens, moi. Ah ouais. Alors, elle est où cette putain de bombe? Ok, elle est là.
Good work. Only one more left to go.
This is Pliskin. Do you read me, Pete?
I'm here. What's up?
Raiden, you need to hear this too.
I'm listening.
I checked out the bottom of Strut H for you, Pete.
Wait, what's this about?
I asked Pliskin to look around. Knowing Fat Man, I can't shake the feeling that all the bombs so far were just wrong.
So did you find anything?
Yeah, a hell of a lot of C4s packed into the bottom of the strut. Pete called it right.
I knew he had the real thing up his sleeve.
So all the other ones were dummies?
No, they're a threat, all right. But the detonation wouldn't be enough to destroy the entire shell. But the C4s Pliskin found would inflict serious structural damage.
That's not the bad news either. These are sensor-proof.
What?
New model, I guess. The ionization sensor can't detect them. The whole thing is sealed tight to prevent vapor leak, and there's no trace of that cologne signature. Pete, looks like he fooled you.
Yes.
But you managed to find the thing anyway.
It was sheer luck.
Bombs that are invisible to the sensor?
Any ideas, Pete?
Are there more out there?
I'll go see for myself.
You can't move fast enough.
He's right. I can try the spray from a distance.
Hold on. There's something not right about this one. I can feel it.
Well, Pete, should I come back and get you?
No, there's no need. Raiden, you have one left to go, correct?
Right, except for those scentless ones.
How about you, Pliskin?
I have 2 left, not counting this one.
Okay. It'll have to be me. I have the level 4 card that'll get me into Shell 2 in any case.
You'll never make it. With that bad leg of yours, they'll spot you for sure.
That won't happen. I can walk just fine. I can even run.
What do you mean?
That bomb 5 years ago, I messed up. Even with all my experience, I lost it. And the church was lost in the explosion. All those kids playing nearby, too. These past 5 years, I've lived a lie.
Lied?
Yes, lied. I didn't lose my leg in the explosion. So many dead. All because of my mistake. All I could think about was hiding from the crime, shielding myself from the public outcry. I wanted people to be sorry for me, for my weakness. I faked being a victim myself because I couldn't bear to face the families of the real victims. This is no prosthetic. I can keep my footing on catwalks and hike over deserts. I lived my life so well I haven't even answered to myself for my sins. It was supposed to be a shield, and it's become a shroud instead. I've killed my soul by playing the victim. Instead of protecting me, it's made my life even more hellish.
What good can that do the victims?
I know. I'm a coward.
Hey, Pete.
God forgive me. I can walk with my own 2 feet, and I need them to stop Fat Man. His crimes are also mine. One of omission and arrogance. No one should teach the skills I taught him without a clear conscience. This is the only way I can diffuse my own sins.
I get you, Pete. That one's all yours. You got it, Raiden?
I understand.
Pete, I've taken care of guards in struts G and H of Shell 2. I wouldn't recommend you go into any of the other struts.
I owe you one.
I'll get back to freezing the baby bombs then.
You do that too, Raiden.
I'm on it.
I'll have the radio with me if you need to get in touch. Just don't ask for Peg Leg Peter. He's gone for good.
Une histoire tragique pour sûr. Toi, je vais te tuer. Voilà. C'est comme ça. On va à la chasse aux mouettes, les amis. Allez. Ça vous apprendra à chier partout. Bande de salopes. Allez. Putain. Elles sont dures à toucher quand même. Hein. Oh putain, il y en a une qui m'a chié dessus, la salope. La vengeance des mouettes, quoi.
Raiden, do you actually enjoy abusing helpless animals?
I don't believe this. I had no idea you were that kind of a monster.
I don't understand you, Raiden. If you're satisfied, get back to the mission.
Voilà. C'était juste pour ça. C'est juste pour ça que je voulais faire la chasse aux mouettes. Bref. Il reste combien de bombes? Bon, il reste juste un été un strat à désamorcer. Oh yeah. M'a même pas vu, m'a même pas vu, m'a même pas vu. Nanani nanère. Ces gens-là, j'ai pas vraiment besoin de les épargner, il n'y a pas de rapport régulier dans cet endroit. Je vais appeler le colonel.
Raiden, leave the odorless C4 on strut H to Stillman. Your job is to dispose of the C4s left on Shell 1. Locate every last one.
Ok. Je vais appeler un peu tout le monde, tiens.
Raiden, like I said before, there's a huge load of C4s at the bottom of Strut H that won't show up on the radar. The old man's right. There's got to be the same thing in Shell 1. Watch your back.
There are still bombs in that area that haven't been disposed of. Search carefully. That man takes pride in bluffing his opponents. Try putting everything back to how it should be.
So, Jack, what do you want?
What do I want? Well, I'd like to save, if that's okay.
Then go ahead.
Je ne te laisserai pas sauvegarder. Oh la salope. Je pense qu'elle fait la gueule pour les mouettes.
This is a joke, right? Rose.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? Save my data, please.
Fine. Don't you have something you want to say before that?
Like what?
Ugh.
All right, I get it. I'm sorry. There. You satisfied?
Close enough.
You selfish.
What was that?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Putain. La chieuse, quoi.
See ya.
C'est bon, tu boudes plus? Connasse. Oui, il y a des caméras. J'ai déjà vu des caméras, c'est bon. C'est vrai qu'il n'y en avait pas à la base ici. Ça passe en baillerie? Ça passe pas vraiment. Je pense que je l'ai touché quand même. Oui, effectivement. Il a l'air de s'être pris quelques fléchettes, le petit. Ok, la bombe est là. Donc ça doit être la dernière, normalement. Voilà, c'est fait.
I have the last C4 frozen. There's nothing showing up on the sensor now.
Good work, Raiden.
You're way ahead of me, kid. I still have one to go.
How's your bomb, Peter?
It's a bomb, all right. Sealed C4, and in huge quantities.
You think there's another one in Shell 1?
For sure. Somewhere at the bottom of Strut A.
Why are you so certain?
If this bottom section of the strut is demolished, Shell 2 will be well on its way to destruction.
You mean that Shell 2 will actually sink?
Not immediately. There'll still be 5 struts left. But if Shell 1 loses a strut at the same time, it'll be a very different story. The big shell's structural integrity depends on a very exact balance. If both shells lose a strut each, the whole structure will tear itself apart under its own weight.
What do we do?
I have a sensor that can locate even those scentless C4s. It makes combined use of a neutron scintillator and a hydrogen bomb detector.
You brought that stuff with you?
Of course. I made the calibrations while I was in the pantry.
Does it work?
I just tested it, and it definitely responds. But the best I can do is a sound beacon, not the radar.
Sound?
The shorter the interval between beacons, the closer the target.
I get you.
There's another one in that pantry I was in. You can go back and get it.
It's all yours, Raiden.
I'm going to study it some more and see if the freezing process will work. Don't touch the other one until I say so.
Okay. I'll stand by until you radio in.
Ok, on retourne au garde-manger. De toute façon, hein, on a que ça à foutre, hein. Faire 3 fois le tour de la Shell 1. Enfin. Bon, ça va, c'est juste à côté normalement. Ouais, c'est là. Dining Hall. Il y a des gardes. C'est bizarre, il n'y a pas l'air d'y avoir de gardes. Bon. Étonnant. Colonel, j'aimerais bien avoir les informations sur Stillman.
Raiden, go pick up the new sensor Stillman told you about. The one that can detect odorless C4s. Head for the kitchen off Strut C's mess hall. That's the room Stillman was hiding in, and he's left the sensor there for you.
Ouais, mais bon. Peut-être si je parle à Rose, enfin si je sauvegarde, elle va peut-être me donner des infos sur Stillman.
What's up, Jack?
Je veux sauvegarder. À ce qui paraît, je veux sauvegarder. Voilà.
I can't believe it. Stillman's prosthetic leg was all a big lie.
Don't be too hard on him, Rose.
But he's got no right to go around pretending he's got a prosthetic leg. That's an insult to people who really can't walk.
Everyone's got their own reasons. Sometimes you've got no choice but to lie.
You're right. I guess it is necessary sometimes.
Rose?
It's nothing. Well, see ya.
Peter, I have sensor B.
Good. Head to the bottom of Strut A.
How's your invisible bomb?
I'm looking at it, but I'm keeping my distance. How's Pliskin doing?
A few more minutes. I just got to the last strut, but there are a few enemy sentries I have to take care of.
Does it look bad, Peter?
Maybe. It's an odd one. The detonator hasn't been activated.
What?
But the sensors are live, which means...
This is Pliskin. I've located the last C4.
Is that it?
I'm about to freeze it. Then...
Wait! Pliskin! Damn! That was it!
What's going on?
The detonator just woke up. It's counting down!
What happened?
The big ones were rigged to be activated when all the baby C4s went offline. Right. The one in Shell 1 should be counting down too. Hurry!
What's the remaining time?
300 seconds.
300 seconds?
Right. Move! Get to the bottom of Strut A now!
Oh 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 300 secondes, allez vite. C'est une course contre la montre. Bon, 300 secondes devrait largement suffire pour arriver en bas. Après, il faudra que je trouve la bombe, quoi. Allez, vite, 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 vite. Voilà. Pas de temps à perdre. J'aime bien comment la musique s'arrête quand on va sur les ponts. Alors qu'elle va se remettre à l'intérieur, voilà. C'est débile un peu. Ça va, les sentinelles sur la route sont toutes un petit peu hors service. J'ai le OK. Non, j'ai plus le OK. C'était du fake. Pas de temps à perdre avec ces conneries. Désolé les amis. « 254 secondes restantes. » À l'aise. Franchement, à l'aise. 300 secondes, c'est largement assez pour arriver jusque là-bas. Bon, après, il faut trouver la bombe, hein. Faut aussi prendre ça en considération, bien sûr.
Raiden. Pliskin. Listen carefully.
What is it?
I fell for it.
Fell for what?
That man has my number. A proximity trigger. Microwave.
Microwave?
With a 7-foot range. It's not a technique I taught him. Neither was that multi-bomb booby trap. Looks like he's far surpassed me as far as explosives technique goes. As for the rest...
Pete, get the hell out of there!
There's less than 30 seconds left. It's too late.
No!
Pliskin, get away from Strut H as fast as you can.
Pete!
Raiden! Keep your distance. Use the spray from as far away as possible.
Me?
You can do it. I know that.
I'm not so sure.
But I am. Do it. I know you can.
On a perdu Stillman. Bon. On doit désamorcer la bombe. On va la trouver. Donc c'est une bombe... C'est une bombe que... Contrairement à l'autre, il n'y avait pas de gaz, évidemment. Comme ça a été précisé. Et du coup, elle est détectée par le bruit. C'est-à-dire que plus le... Bip-bip, là, ce bip-bip qu'on entend, plus il est rapide, plus on est proche de la bombe. Donc, allez, on va appeler un petit peu tout le monde.
Colonel, Stillman is dead.
I know. Pull yourself together, Raiden.
I can't do this alone.
Jack, are you listening? All right, calm down.
Stillman is dead. There are no more explosive specialists.
You're fine. I won't let you die.
Rose.
All right then. Is Sensor B equipped?
Yes.
See if it responds or not. Jack, no matter what, you have to bring an end to this crisis.
Okay.
Oh. Peut-être que Pliskin a été touché par l'explosion. Stillman, ouais, c'est débile. Autre chose, Rose, ou... Du coup, tu m'as dit tout ce que t'avais à me dire.
Jack, you okay?
Je pense que... Elle a pas trop... Excusez-moi, je l'ai senti venir celui-là. Elle a pas trop le temps de... Enfin, elle veut pas me faire perdre mon temps en me racontant sa vie. Étant donné que je suis supposé être en train de rechercher une bombe qui va péter dans 240 secondes environ.
Hang in there.
Ouais. 227. Alors faut faire gaffe à cette bombe, plus on s'approche... Enfin si on s'approche trop, elle explose. Alors je sais que dans certaines difficultés, elle est sous ce machin là. Mais... En difficile, elle est un peu mieux planquée. Et elle est beaucoup plus vicieuse, il me semble. J'ai intérêt à être prudent. Déjà, il faudrait que je la repère, ce serait pas mal. Ah bah je la vois. Elle est là. Et ouais, je vais pas pouvoir l'atteindre de n'importe où celle-là. Si je passe par là. Ah, fermé. Oh putain, je rentre dans les cafards, fait chier. Ça a touché les rations ou pas? Non, c'est bon. Reste équipé du sensor B. Je pourrais pas l'avoir d'ici à mon avis. Ah, elle est trop loin. C'est risqué. Je pense que si je remonte, ça peut peut-être exploser. C'est pas sûr, mais... Non, c'est bon. Ok.
Colonel, I've neutralized the bomb.
Good work, Raiden.
It was a great loss for everyone.
Yes, it was.
Colonel, any damage report on the explosion?
Seems that the duct for diverting the contaminated seawater was destroyed, and the central section of Shell 2 is flooding. The explosions ignited the oil slick on the surface.
What about the toxins?
The chemicals stayed in containment. There's no immediate danger.
Is the big shell stable?
Shell 1 was unaffected. The price was high, but the threat of the bomb is over for now.
What's the next objective?
Rescue the President. Get back to the upper level.
Roger that.
Ok. Rose, t'as des informations sur Stillman du coup? Parce que on les a toujours pas du coup.
Jack, is that you?
Enfin, je trouve ça un peu bravo quoi. La meuf qui me dit ah, je vais te trouver ça, lol. Et 2 heures plus tard, on a toujours rien, hein? Grognasse.
Rose, no comment?
About?
I've killed someone.
Jack, it's a battlefield.
My opponents are living, breathing human beings. This isn't like the VR training. They have bodies. They have had lives. I took all that away from them.
But you've got no choice if you want to survive.
And yet, maybe because of the VR training, I can't help but try and block out that reality. It's the only way I can manage to fight.
Jack.
What?
I don't care what it takes, just as long as you come back alive. Do whatever it takes, please. Just come back in one piece.
Okay.
Et j'ai pas d'infos sur Stillman.
You will be able to move left and...
Oh ta gueule. J'en ai rien à foutre de ça. Je sais comment ça marche. Bon bah on aura sûrement jamais d'infos sur Stillman. Hein. En plus maintenant il est mort donc...
Raiden, the terrorists have retaliated for our bomb neutralization.
What?
A hostage has been killed, shot in the head. They shot one of them on the roof, just to make sure we caught it. One of our satellites caught it clear as day.
Damn.
They announced they would kill one every hour from now on.
What are my orders? What should I do?
Stay with your mission objective. Rescue the President.
What about the other hostages?
President Johnson is your first priority.
Priority my butt. They're all in danger.
Jack, be reasonable. I know what you're feeling, but you can't save them all.
No, not by myself.
Are you expecting that Pliskin to come through?
Well...
Looks like he's turned his radio off too.
I can't complete this mission by myself.
That man was not included in the simulation. He is not a factor in this mission.
What do you mean by that, Colonel?
Your mission must remain a solo effort.
What about the SEALs? No second attempt?
They haven't even gotten to planning that. All we can do is wait. In the meantime, you're our only hope.
I understand.
Raiden, go and rescue the President. You can start off by getting to the upper level of Strut A.
Ouais.